Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
First start for Kushanov, he made a schoolboy error for them to concede the first goal in that game. Jackson pounced on the ball and passed to Madueke. They scored in the 3rd minute of that game. Then Man City came out to score. They hit the bar with foden, but it didn't go in. They missed a couple of chances again. Palmer trying to pass to Jackson, but he missed that goal. Then suddenly Gvardiol found himself with the emptiness. He scored that goal to make it 1-1. And the second half came, and the big man haaland bullied the defenders. I don't know what Sanchez was doing, and he scored the second goal. Then gave an assist for Foden for the 3rd goal. Okay, guys, Man City, after conceding the first goal, everyone was thinking, okay, Man City, the old Man City is still here. Nothing have changed. But somehow they got the one equalizer, and in the second half they scored 2 goals to win that game, 3-1.
Fantastic result. If you asked me, 2 things I've been praying for, crying for, basically. Number 1 is Phil Foden to be back on form. Like we all know, vintage Phil Foden scores, creates assists, creates opportunities for other people, and makes the team better.
He was probably absent throughout this game. That goal doesn't tell the full story.
It doesn't tell the
That
full
goal
story.
does not tell-
But
it
if
was-
you,
it was
it doesn't tell
practically
the full story.
It was
but if you
missing
saw
of
his last
MIA.
game where he
No,
scored,
last
and the
game
rest,
was
yes.
okay, but in
So
this game,
that's all I'm talking about,
in
man.
this game,
That's what I'm talking
it
about.
was MIA missing in action. It was all workload was Gundogan in midfield and Bernardo Silva. You could see Bernardo leaving the flanks and coming down to midfield to help. What's it called, Mamouche or Mamarumouche in midfield running around. They needed those legs. But the person I want to talk about right now is Mamouche, because he scored in his debut against for Stuttgart. His debut game he scored. For what's it called now, Frankfurt on his debut he scored again. And for Man City he tried his best to get on the score sheet, but he was shooting all off wide. And it was a good game for him. Look at the runs and everything he had to do to stop the midfield from Chelsea from getting into their own half.
Okay, the first goal. Let's talk about the first goal. 3 minutes, Man City conceded. The young boy, he's just 20 years old. You could see that the nervousness in his play. You could see he's tensed. I understand that it's your first time in a big game like this, and they just threw you inside. I didn't even know that he was going to start, because I was thinking that
I'm happy he started.
But I think it's a good learning curve for him. Schoolboy error though, but after that he composed himself and actually defended well. But that first goal, it was just a gift for Chelsea.
Yeah, gift for them, but Chelsea have this habit of not being able to take the most of their chances when they come, and I think they are going to regret the first 15 minutes after getting the first goal on a free. Kudos to Kushanov for at least bouncing back. You understand, it's not easy to make the move and then you're thrown into the frying pan with what's his name, Akonji, by your side, and you have Chelsea, big team in the Premier League, up against you, and you have to make some errors here and there, but he recovered fine and he was solid at the back for the remainder of the game. Then talking about Chelsea now, nothing else to say about them.
The first goal. Okay, let's talk about Chelsea before we talk about that goal again also. What went wrong with Chelsea? That game, we could see that they played their normal possession. Nobody was missing. But still they lost that game.
Thank you.
If I talk, they will say I don't talk. I know I talk. But
You just have to
I just have to say
like,
it now. I just have to say it. The same thing I said in the beginning of the season. If you want to get something from your fellow rivals, you have to go the full length. 50 minutes is not the full length. 30 minutes, 60 minutes is not the full length. The full length is 90 minutes plus. And you could see after the game, I think they were given like extra 5 minutes of the game to still play. So until that 5 minutes elapses, you've not gone the full length. Anything can happen between 91 minutes to 95 minutes. But Chelsea is not learn that. After the first goal, they felt like, okay, fine, let's just pass around. We go forward. Jackson missing his chances. There was one he fell before he could even take the shot. You get? And I feel like this guy, and again the coach was like, okay, that was the last error he made, and he brought it on Nkunku. Productivity error. Sancho would beat 1, beat 2, pass the ball, and there's nobody to pass the ball to. And at some point, I feel like if you're not going to be running into the opposition, into the final third, or you're not going to be running into the 6-yard box, at least if you're making that pass, make it somebody is running into the 6-yard box to drag the defenders away from somebody that's running behind for a cutback perhaps. And Sancho will still pass the ball in between the 6 defenders are surrounding Jackson, when there's like 2 people running behind Jackson for a clear cutback.
Okay, that game Chelsea didn't actually. It happens in football. Playing Man City is not easy now. They have lost back-to-back games in this particular season against City. Okay, let's talk about Gvardiol. Gvardiol is a fantastic defender.
No doubt.
Especially in that first half, I can remember like 2 or 3 times he missed. He was actually attacking until he got that goal for that equalizer to make it 1-1.
Well deserved. We had a scare initially where we thought it was a goal, but it was offside, and then Gvardiol just came back in and created that opportunity, finished it well too, and got one. Like, I'm happy now having somebody who is in my backline that also contributes with the goal. You look over at us now, you have the likes of Saliba and Magalhaes coming up with the goals here and there, and over on our side, Gvardiol is doing the same for us. So I'm happy about that.
At least he's a fullback, or perhaps what we'll call it a fullback in this team.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just the composure of the guy. You get plays as centre half, plays as a wing back or fullback, can play as a wing back as well. Because I remember some game where we were seeing a 3-4-2, what's it called, 4-2-3-1, and we're seeing a John Stones in defensive midfield. I'm telling people, this is not the lineup. This person is actually playing a 3-man back. There's a wing back in this game, and it's like, it's not what it is. It's just 4-4-2. He plays defensive midfield. We saw it, and we say it's a good performance. If you get the results, it's a good performance. It don't score goal now. It don't be good performance for everybody.
No, for me. Why would I be angry though?
Gvardiol has actually done well this season. I think this is the 5th or 6th goal for Manchester City this season.
Yeah,
so he has done actually well. But then called Haaland in the second half. Haaland didn't do anything in the first half, but
Nothing, it was
second
easy.
half, that's why top strikers, 1 chance, 1 goal. That pass from Edison to him, he bullied Chalobah. Then, as what I don't understand in that goal, why is Sanchez rushing out?
See,
It was just an easy tapping for Haaland once he beats Chalobah.
It's a norm for offensive goalkeepers. No defender in the area, you run out to challenge you. But once you see that defender is getting at least inches closer to the striker, bros, run back. Or still come. If you know you're going to come out from your box 18, make the contact. You get at that point I feel like the mistake has been made.
I'm going to disagree with you on this.
Look at it now. You run further. He's either going to cut back and beat you. Why Chalobah slides in? At least by that way you cover his angle. No. But you stopping halfway and running back gives him the lot of chance.
If this guy had come out and not finished the movement and track back, we'll say he's indecisive goalkeeper. He can't make his mind up.
But that was what he actually did.
But that's what it is though.
That is what he actually did. He was actually indecisive.
No, let's look at other goalkeepers in this scenario. We saw that of Chesney a couple of days ago within the week. We also saw that of other goalkeepers who were in that same scenario. If you are going to come outside, you come outside full-heartedly and commit to it rather than being stuck in the middle.
He did not commit. You get it? You get my point? He did not commit. If he had committed, would have at least seen maybe Haaland missed the chance. Or if he had run back a bit faster. Because immediately he saw Chalobah coming in and closing up the gap. He changed his mind, say he won't go back. Go back now. No, he can't stand for one place. They hope say the guy will make contact or challenge for the ball, which was off for me. I'm just feeling like if you come out, make the contact.
Okay, Haaland scoring that second goal, good goal for him. He shows that he's a world-class striker. The way he bullied Chalobah for that particular goal and chipped the ball over Sanchez to make it 2-1. Then Haaland again creating that chances. Bullied Cowell again in that third goal to pass to Foden. Foden was one-on-one with the keeper and just passed the ball into an empty net. I think Foden and Haaland, good game for both of them.
Good combination, good game. You look at it, you call it what will I call it now? A contrasting comparison between night and day for both teams. For example, you have the combination between Haaland and what's his name now, Phil Foden, and then on the Chelsea side, you have the combination between Jackson and somebody else in the midfield. Not being able to finish the chances they got. I'm happy for Haaland, 9.5-year new deal, scoring in with the goals already. Hopefully, he should have equaled Salah by now. Salah's
he's on 17 goals.
Salah's record.
He's on 17 goals. But me, I just want to shout out to the goalkeeper Edison for having an assist in this game.
Yeah,
you understand? Because that pass I think this is his fourth assist this season.
I think
Fourth
no,
assist.
6 assists throughout his career.
No, I mean 4 this season. It's
cannot
like
be 4. No, it's not 4.
He has most assists this season.
No, it's not 4. It just
Me,
has
I'm
6.
giving him 4.
No, he has, I think, 6 assists throughout his Man City career, which is, I think he's tied with one of the goalkeepers. If he has another one, he becomes highest assist in the Premier League history, which was good for him. Okay, if you look at Man City in that game, Pep was actually not really bothered in that game. I like the way he was cool. Even Maresca, both of them were cool. But now, if you look at the table, Man City are now 4th on the table. 41 points. Chelsea are dropped to 6th with 40 points, which is still close.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest losing today makes it open for everybody, for even Man City to go 3rd on the table if they get
And possibly Arsenal to drop.
Or possibly Arsenal to drop. But generally, what do you make of Man City? They bought 2 defenders and a striker. Now they are going to qualify top 4. It's obvious. Do you think that they are going to make this top 4?
One thing is, we have quality on the bench. Now you saw the starting lineup. You saw an Omar Mahmoud starting. You saw a Kushanov starting in defense. And you look at the bench and you're seeing Ake and the rest of them. And you look at Kevin De Bruyne on the bench. You say, oh, they still get space for bench. Kovacic is starting today. And you look at the bench. You have another player on the bench. I think Rico Lewis was on the bench today. Why Nunes still started? Nunes at least gave an account for himself.
Yeah,
trying to stop Sancho all through the game. You look at the bench and you say, oh, these people have this quality on the bench.
So they can qualify top 4.
Definitely, that's what we see. That's what gets into the competition for even the title itself.
John Chelsea is they are 6th on the table now. Can they make top 4? Because now, when he started, he said that he wants top 4. This is not the league. He found himself in 2nd position. Well, now they are 6th. Do you think that Chelsea have what it takes to make top 4 this
For
season?
me, I think it's a battle of the fittest, and everybody has to be on their toes, because right now it's wide open. 1 point across from 6 to where City are sitting, and then same for Nottingham Forest. So it's wide open. Who wants it the most? You can't afford to have 2 bad games in a row. You can't afford to miss out on chances to win out your games, and you can't afford to dash any other person in the top 4 any point. So it has to be a cutthroat run for the final whistle at the end of the season to see who is going to make it. Can Chelsea make it? Maybe at our backs. And then maybe we can move up a few positions.
As you talk that maybe at our backs.
Chelsea now losing this game at Etihad 3-1. Haaland scoring the goal and assist, have a goal and assist in that game. First goal was scored by gvardiol, even though Chelsea scored first in that game. But they found themselves 6th. This battle of top 4 is going to be tough for them, because if you look at the last 5 or 6 games for Chelsea, they have lost a whole lot of games. So they need to start picking up points. For Manchester City, they bought 2 defenders to show up their defense, bought in a striker, Mamouche, who gave a good account for himself today, and other players. I think they are going to enter into another gear. Probably they will qualify for the Champions League, but guys, how can Pep Guardiola not play Champions League? For Chelsea and Maresca, they need to fix whatever that is wrong with their team. They are losing points here and there, even though that you won't blame them. This is City, but come on, Manchester United beat City not too long ago. But Chelsea losing that game 3-1. Let's see if Maresca can ginger his boys, can motivate his guys to qualify for top 4 this season.